everybody? Appreciate you tuning in. I hope you can get some value from this and insight, and we can elevate your consciousness to help you to tap in to the Spirit of God which dwells within inside of you, because at the end of the day, it's you and Him creating. And if you're going down the wrong path, then obviously you're going to be creating the opposite of the light of God. You will be sowing and reaping the darkness. So, with that being said, I freestyle all of these pretty much, just take them straight off the top of the dome. Today's topic of conversation is to basically be like inside your consciousness, to show you and get you to be aware of how much in control you are of yourself. But in order to get to that position with inside your consciousness, inside your mind, it is like the highest of the highest level. Just like a video game. You start at level 1, it's pretty easy. You get through it. Then level 2, there's a couple more challenges and adversities. And then level 3 and level 4, level 5, and you just keep climbing. It gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. But it's obviously worth it, because at the end, there's always a prize. There's always a reward. And that's exactly what Jesus Christ was telling us when we seek the kingdom of heaven first, and we go within inside of ourselves, and all else will be granted to you. So basically, you're conscious, right? You have your conscious, which is your thoughts, which come from your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the one that's active, that's taking everything in, but you are programmed through your subconscious mind, which is the sleeping giant that is this small, but controls this much of your conscious mind. So what do we have to do? We have to go within inside and do some internal work and dig into our subconscious mind, because Bible verse, okay? You have been programmed, your conscious mind, okay? And Jesus Christ is trying to tell you, like, hey, this ain't the way, okay? Where you dwell at inside your mind, what you distract yourself with, what your thoughts are filled with. Your cup is dirty, your cup is not clean, your cup is not pure. It's not the wine, it's not the manna that comes down from heaven. That's not what it's filled with. It's filled with what man, what flesh, what society, what the enemy has wanted to fill your cup with, and therefore that is what you drink, that is what you sow, that is what you reap, that is what you become. You have not been built in the image of God through the physical reality. You were created in God's image. However, you have molded and been transformed and been conditioned and been programmed to think otherwise and be totally separate from the connection and the holy power and the Spirit of God within inside yourself. How many people do you know that said, I grew up Catholic, I went to Catholic school, this and that about Catholic, blah, 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 and, they're messed up. They're as equally as fucked up or far away from God as every other person, if not more, okay? I have relatives, family members that did that say that tell me that. I hear people in my Monday night tap-in Zoom calls talk about they were raised Catholic. You hear older people, I was raised Catholic. I was raised Catholic. Okay, what is that? I don't even want to get off topic of the topic of conversation. I'm going down a rabbit hole with this, but you are not raised through the truth and the Spirit and the light, okay? And Jesus, right here in Mark 10, verse 40, he tells you, but to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it is prepared. Jesus is telling you, sit at my right hand. My left is not for me to give, okay? My right hand, the right hand of God, you will never hear in the Bible how it says, sit at the left hand of God, sit at the left hand of the Father. Nowhere in the Bible will it say that. It always says, sit at the right hand of the Father, sit at the right hand of God. Well, God doesn't have hands, okay? So what does the right hand of God mean? It means the right hemisphere of the brain, okay? Your right hemisphere of the brain is where the manna from heaven will come, where the creation, the intuition, everything that you need to empower and enlighten your spirit and your soul so that you can blossom and walk your walk hand in hand with God, okay? But the enemy, the physical, the flesh, has placed you on the left side, okay? It has went ahead and prepared the table for you, okay? The enemy, just like Jesus says, he says, but it is for those whom it is prepared. The enemy has prepared everything for your life so that you can walk this certain walk, live this certain way, and be a fitting member, decent human in society. If you make it big, great. We're going to tax the hell out of you. If you're poor and on drugs, then we're going to take care of you and we're still going to make money off of you, okay? That's the way it goes. So Jesus is telling you, come sit at my right side. Like, so your consciousness is all throughout this little video game being influenced, by certain thoughts, certain actions, certain inspirations, certain videos you watch on Instagram or YouTube, or your favorite mentor that you listen to, that they just infiltrate you. It infiltrates you. It infiltrates you. It infiltrates you. All the information that you take within your eyes is infiltrating your subconscious mind. Okay? It's programming you. And you don't even know it, or you might not even be aware of it. Or you are, but you can't break free from it. And that's a massive problem. Okay? You're letting everything but God influence you and make it feel like this is the way of life, or this is the way it is, or this is what I should do to fit into society, or you're taking direction and taking forward steps from entities, from people who are not at the highest possible level within you to influence you, or around you to influence you. You hear the talk about God's voice. Can you hear God's voice? Like, society, humanity is beginning to realize that there is a voice within here. Okay? People are waking up. And how do I activate the God voice? How do I listen to God? Because God influences our consciousness. Like, it says it all throughout the Bible. Like, let's read it. So, I mean, dude, look yourself in the mirror and realize that I am. That's God's name in the Bible. I am. Like, it's you and God. And in order to break free from the table that has been placed before you with the food that you didn't even choose to eat, but you're just eating it because that's all you know, and the influence that's coming from all around you that is being created and built up from an entity of the opposite of God, like, bro, jump on the other side of the tracks. Pick up this book and get in this. This is the way for you to ascend. This is the way to maneuver through the matrix, through the physical reality, walking hand in hand with God, because this book is going to just inspire and connect dots within your life to how, oh my God, like, God is telling me this. Like, this is, I can apply this to my life. Like, this is going to help me out of the jam. This is going to take my mind over here. This is going to give me faith. This is going to help me see the positive. Or this is going to be my reprimandment for the negative actions and the way I've been living my life. Like, wow, here's my punishment. It says it all through this. So, man, it's just, dude, don't be conformed to this world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? It's in Romans. Great verse. My dog's trying to get out. Anyways, so, man, you have got to shut down the external, build the internal, and move forward. Move forward. You have to go the other way. Reverse engineer what you've been programmed to think, to believe, and take control back of yourself. Like, man, we're headed there as a society, 100%. Okay. God is at the door waiting for you to knock, waiting for you to go within, waiting for you to strip everything away and give it all to Him. Give it all to the voice up here so that you can be led and directed, renewed, aware, confident, and strong. Because why would you not want all that moving through this world? Man, I just don't understand. Like, where do our attributes come from? Where does our mindset come from? Where does our beliefs come from? Ask yourself why you believe what it is that you believe. Ask yourself where it came from. Who provided you with that information? Who told you that this is how it is and there's no other way? So, anyways, hope you got some value out of that. Again, this is like totally just freestyle. It almost sounds like a podcast, maybe, whatever. But I just like to talk and feel my spirit and get this going and get this out and put this on Front Street because it's important. There's a lot of people looking to sit at this table. There's a lot of people that are looking to eat this from this tree, eat this fruit, have this way, have this power, have this understanding, have this awareness, have this faith. Allow their spirit to fly and their light to shine in the world for other people. Jesus said you are the light of the world. Like, come on. So, much love. Appreciate you. Tap in.